Hello beauties, this is going to be a collective love reading. We're going to bring love messages through for you guys, what needs to be understood, delivered, heard, especially around discernment, discerning, deciphering, that kind of energy when it comes to love situations, romantic potentials, possibilities, all of that, okay? I feel like this has been around a lot lately, and it looks like we've got some big Scorpio season energy here, some big transformations, transitions going on with maybe the way that we're connecting to love, relating to it. So let's take a look. This is the Moonlight Tarot, by the way, by Dark Forest. So is this mat here by Dark Forest. We've got a link down below if you're interested. You can use code HEART for 10% off, though I do think she's got a Black Friday sale going on. Okay. Some clarity around love here for the collective, for you watching. Whoever is watching, what messages do we have when it comes to love? Discernment, direction, guidance, discerning clarity, please and thank you. As it always helps when you're watching these to set your own intentions as well, or to clear your own, mind. Take a deep breath. Okay. We've got a lot of passion and a lot of lust, a lot of sensual energy coming out right away. Movement, excitement. Could even be somebody wanting to come see you, come travel to you. This kind of an energy doesn't have to be the case for everyone, but that one's energy, it is very lusty, very passionate, sensual, sexual. It can even be, about movement, new ideas that are coming through as well. Okay, we've got the Sun in reverse here, which does say that some things are not totally clear though. We don't have that full clarity, that full yes, that full this is what this is, or this is what brings me happiness, or this is what I want, or, that full knowing is not here and present right now, which is probably why we're here. Okay, what else here? Love messages. Please and thank you. Everything is not revealed yet. I feel that all shall be revealed though, like it shall be revealed, but it's not yet. The Chariot does indicate some kind of quick movement. It's also an energy of success, okay? Integration, balance. This could even be something about a car, right? Chariot can have to do with a vehicle. The Empress energy, why is she here? A lot of major arcanas. Okay, Eight of Wands, what else here? Definitely, if you've been trying to get pregnant, this could happen really quickly and you would have a lot of victory with this, okay? If you're not trying to get pregnant, be careful because it could happen really fast. That's just for some. Obviously, that's not going to be for everybody. I feel like saying as well to stay free for some of you. To stay unbound. It's one thing to experiment and explore your desires, but don't let them bind you. This isn't a time to be bound, to get bound. I do feel like some of you are connecting more with a lustful or passionate energy than an emotionally fulfilling one at the moment. It doesn't mean it can't be both, but it's heavier on the passionate end than the emotive end at this time. Now, very quickly, something is moving in. With this Empress energy, it could actually speak about creativity, creative opportunity or ideas, okay? But it could also speak to the divine feminine. It could also be something about a mother energy, a maternal energy here. Some of you could be waiting as well with Aries, or sorry, well, maybe Aries, but with, yeah, there is an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy here, even though it's not on the table. But this is specifically waiting Libra, Gemini, Aquarius to get the clarity or the full picture before moving forward. So you could be more in your receptive waiting energy at the moment, your receptive creative energy, trying to stand or sit in your power the most often that you can, basically, before moving forwards, because you just don't have that clear mind yet. I do see though, when you go, you go. I'm getting this feeling that there's something we're not seeing. I don't know if we're like needing more rest, if there's an exhaustion, a tiredness, but it's like there's something that we're not able to see that's right in front of the face, but we don't see it. What are their love messages for you? Please and thank you. Guidance and navigation with love. Please and thank you. Whew. I'm not a fan of in-between energy like this, like when there's just a bunch of stuff that's in between. So there's definitely a transition going on where it's like there's a lack of definition, and you could be feeling that lack of definition and the discomfort about it. This very in-between kind of uncertain energy. Now, some of you could be on the tail end of, on the brink of purging that kind of an energy. These unrequited, even codependent, one-sided, deceptive, masked energies and situations in your life, okay? You could be on the tail end of dealing with that, transitioning more into your own power here and doing what serves you here, and moving towards something a lot more serious in your future, something a lot more committed in your future, or a lot more connected and certain, okay? Now, you guys, I started to break it down sign by sign for you, but it felt awful. It felt terrible. So we're not going to keep doing that. We're going to actually just go on with what feels right. Because I don't believe in that kind of energy when it feels that icky. So let's see. Clear and concise messages. Anything else to tell you around your love situation here? Potentials. What do you need to know? What do you need to know? As this is the Crystal Tarot by Dark Forest, what do you need to know? Please and thank you. Also though, with the sign by sign, the Aries energy was a lot. It was a lot if you're dealing with an Aries. And Taurus wasn't totally clear or honest. Gemini was going through transformation, learning a lot about themselves. Cancer was going through some kind of needing to purge, settling energy, or letting go. And that's as far as we got. Yeah. Again, my feeling about this right now is the options that you currently have or that you've been looking at or dealing with, especially if you're not in a committed relationship right now, they are changing for you. So you could actually find that the people you're dealing with now, you're going to be dealing with a different set of people in the future. If it's not about different set of people, it's going to be a different ball game, a different territory. somehow a different environment or something like this than you are now. Whatever ways you're looking at things right now, whatever options you have right now, that is about to change. That is about to shift, to transform, okay? And you've got the Chariot twice when it comes to what they want you to know about love, okay? And with it next to these cards, it feels like, again, a lot of integration, a lot of balance coming through that is needed. Like it's like long overdue. Balancing something within yourself as well here. This does tell me you're going to get clarity. You are. You don't have it now, or you're not having it yet, but you are going to have it. You are going to get it. And when you do, you're kind of going to hit the ground running type of energy. And you're going to do that with self-control and contentment, but I really see you in your power with healthy boundaries. I also see you investing a lot in yourself, doing what makes you happy and what you love. I see this making you very solid, very strong, stable. I'm getting the word bold. Also can make you very attractive, extra. But I feel like this is knowing what one wants and going for it, getting it. And part of that is just happiness. Now this is also Leo energy showing through here with the sun and strength, right? And then we've also got with the Chariot that beautiful Cancer energy, Gemini, Aquarius showing through, even Libra, even Pisces. I mean, everybody's going to be here in a sense, but we're especially heavy on the fire and air, it seems. What else here? Please and thank you. Communication, and in what context? Communication, truth, new mindsets. In what context for love here? Waiting while you heal from some kind of emotionally abusive situation, or some kind of gaslighting here, going through mistrust, going through feeling very guarded, that wounded healer energy. Again, twice you have the King of Swords on its side. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising on its side. So it's like there's an uncertainty connected to this energy for you. This can also be some kind of communication or truth that hasn't come in yet fully, that isn't fully here yet. And that's part of what is contributing to this lack of clarity. Can you give us more about King of Swords on its side? Please and thank you. This air energy is coming back around. It's either a past life connection for you, or it is, it's sometimes distant, sometimes not. And it is going to come back around. The opportunity to connect with this energy more deeply is going to come back around. You could have a heart-to-heart here, really important or intense conversation. You also could have a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries here. For some of you, it's like you're going to fade off with these people and then they're going to try to come back around. The air sign has more potential here than the fire sign for some. The fire sign is very passionate here, but not as matured. But that is not for everybody. It's not for everyone. Please only take what resonates. The fire sign, though, could also be coming in that way and a bit guarded because of you. Like, let's say you blow them off or something, that could be why. Yeah, they could be feeling disempowered, and that's why they're coming in like that. There's some hidden stuff here. What is hidden? There's some concealed energy, some secrets, some things that aren't clear. This could be about a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries love here. but somebody's walked away. And this happened in the past. Okay, why is this concealed? Why is this concealed? Please and thank you. Why is this concealed? Tell me why, please. You've dealt with some deception in the past. And why is that important now? You dealt with somebody who lied, some manipulation, some deception, deceit. Who? Who lied and why? Who lied? A lot of people lied. Somebody who was poor or in scarcity or had abandonment, really deep abandonment wounds and rejections. This is past energy. Somebody who is really in an energy of scarcity. Who is this person who lied, or these people who lied? Who is this? Somebody that wants to try to come back around. You could already get clarity or have clarity on who this was, the fact that they lied, okay? This could also be that Leo energy with the sun, but this can also just speak to you getting that clarity about who they are. This is somebody you already freed yourself from. You already freed yourself from bind with them or temptation with them. So again, past, it's done and over. Okay, so why is this relevant now? Please and thank you. Why are you showing this now? Please and thank you. I do feel like if you're trying to get free from them still, you have success here with the sun to get free from them. Why is that here? This is here because of a new relationship or connection or an opportunity to heal here with soulmate energy, or even with this energy happening very fast that actually gives you victory. So what are you trying to say about that? Please and thank you. What are you trying to say about that? You're at a crossroads, indecision, unsure. Especially you could be unsure about some kind of deeper commitment here, or union, or tradition. Because of what's happened before, you could be like mistrusting or not sure. I hear trust your intuition, trust the process, let it unfold. Yeah, you could be feeling disempowered. I mean, you can't control anybody, right? But you definitely don't want to go through what you've already been through. There's a need for some time alone, some introspection here to understand what's happened, what's occurred, so that you can really lay it to rest and move on and move forwards. I think some of you who I'm really connecting with and reading for, it feels like there's some deeper commitment that's wanting to come into your life, like a long-term, deeper energy, whether it's literal marriage or just a deeper commitment. But if you don't get out of your own way and understand that what's already happened does not have to repeat itself again and again and again, it's like we can't step into this. So in order to step into this, we need to at the least be with ourselves and acknowledge how what happened has disempowered us, how it has even feels like it stained us sometimes, you know? They're letting you know you have completed a deceptive cycle here. You have completed this cycle. There could have even been a Virgo here in the past involved with all of this. A lot of spiritual, there could be a really deep spiritual connection as well with this new energy coming through for you, or this next phase. You could have a deep spiritual connection with somebody. A lot of learning, but not the kind of karmatic learning that you went through before. It's a different kind of learning. It's very like much higher learning, like that definition of higher learning. Now the Chariot stumps me a little bit. I feel like the Chariot's about integrating, you know, integrating the narcissism and the empathy, the yin and the yang, the night and the day, the feminine, the masculine, the shadow with the light. Like, it's integrating, right? And through that integration, standing present in the middle and going through flow. It's also victory. It's achievement. It's conquering. I think you need to not worry right now about what's right and wrong with who and with what. And you just need to go where your heart leads you, in a sense. Everything for you is about this integration process, the balance and the flow that you've been learning. How to have healthy boundaries and also stay open, how to give and receive, you know, that stuff, that yin yang. It's a lot about that. I do also consistently see Leo energy showing up here. He just showed me a deck. I know it's a lot of cards, you guys, but it's just how it is right now. Can you please show us who it is that's coming in, or who you're dealing with as you go forwards into the future here? Please and thank you. Can you please show us who's coming in, who you're dealing with as you go forwards here? Who's coming in and who are you dealing with as you move forwards here? Whoa. A lot of different things there. Something that's gonna, it's almost like taking you off guard, but in a good way. Who's coming in? Oh my gosh, look how messy this is. Like, all the cards falling out, hitting the freaking stand again. Okay, who is coming in, or who are you going to be connecting more with? Please and thank you. Well, definitely clarity, okay? Not somebody that confuses you, not somebody you're indecisive about. There's a certainty about this. There's a sureness. There's a clarity. There's a yes. There's a made up my mind. I've make up my mind energy here. What else about who you're going to be dealing with? Please and thank you. Again, fast. There is Sagittarius, there is fire with that, okay? I saw the Sagittarius when we first got the deck out too, with that Jupiter there, which also was Pisces, but this is it's going to be fast coming. And you could see this is almost like a coffin that's moving fast. So you could find that things end and change quickly. This is also Mars energy, which is Aries, right? But I don't know if it's really about Aries energy as much as it is that fast speed, that quick. Whatever it is, it's quick. It's almost like, I don't know if it's like love at first sight, or if it's that you just know, like when you know type thing, or if they're like that when they know, but something happens fast here. It could already be happening for you, could already be started. And then for others of you, it's like you're still coming into that phase. What else is coming in for you in love, please and thank you? What's this next thing, this next person? I'm also interested in that air sign, like what's up with them? Air sign on their side, because that felt pretty solid. You've been building with your body or career or the way that you navigate in relationships for a while. And you could have dealt with Virgo before, or Saturn energy here. Sagittarius, you could have had that in your past even. Sagittarius, Capricorn, Virgo. You could be still processing some kind of a breakup here or some kind of a separation. This could literally be from mother energy or Cancerian, but this can also just be from that soulmate connection, those deep connections. So you could still be processing a separation, or you could go through a separation to one of these current energies before you come in with this more serious one. Yeah, again, there's Cancer in reverse. Some of you are getting away from a Cancer here, or just from that energy that's connected to your home. There's also Neptune, Pisces, connected to your home, to the maternal, or just connected to who you're dealing with now. A change with community, a change with soulmate connections, a change with your friendships. There could be some upcoming conflict here that shakes this loose, rattles it loose so that you'll get out of it. Leo could be coming in making conflict. There's Jupiter again. So I mean, Sagittarius could be coming in and making conflict. You know, like some one of these fire signs could be coming in and conflicting or making conflict with what's already present here, but in a way that needs to happen too. That could be the storyline for some of you. What else is happening here in love as you move forwards, especially with this more committed energy? If you're dealing with an Aries, I don't get the best vibe from that Aries energy in this reading period. I cut out the part where we read each sign, but yeah. You are going to be getting communication, and for some of you, this is from a fire or air sign, okay? And it's going to be meaningful communication. I do feel like it's going to clear up some of the smoke, you know? It's going to make things more clear. Can you give us more about that communication? Please and thank you, coming in from air or fire. It could also be you communicating to them. Archangel Michael is there. Yeah, it's going to really clarify things. It might even set you free a little bit here, especially on an emotional level. It might bring you some form of like, I'm content with who I am and where I am on my own. It might like free you from some kind of obligation that you were feeling even. I do feel like on an emotional level, you've been transitioning in a positive way, making a lot of progress here, just into a more content space for yourself. I also feel, even though this is a love reading, that your career stuff is doing better. It's going to be doing better. It's like it's taking off, or it's climbing up better. There's Leo again, strength. Why is this Leo here? What is Leo doing for you here in this reading? Why is Leo here? Please and thank you. What is this Leo doing? Why are they a part of this? Could be you. Because there's, again, balance. Some kind of integration, some kind of balance, bringing in some form of balance. There can be some pain with this air sign for some of you as well. What is this defeat? Who is it around, please and thank you? This defeat that you experience, or this pain, could be with an air sign. It could come from that hard conversation or that communication. So it both frees, relieves you, clarifies, but it could also be painful. This is anxiety energy. This is defeat energy. They're both air. But this can also speak more to communication, to our mindset. I feel like because there's, you know, different people watching, that there's different lines here. So it's a little bit challenging to distinguish for each person. Because for some of you, what I'm getting is like the air energy, the air sign, it's a no-go. It ends up, you know, going away. And then for others of you, I'm almost getting like the serious commitment is going to end up being that King of Swords. But then at the same time, I feel like when I say that, I'm like, well, it feels like the new person is somebody new altogether. With the Emperor in reverse as well, it's like I wonder why your love life is so confusing right now. I feel like it's just where we're at. Anything else you can say to clarify all this, please and thank you? Because you've got this deeper commitment in the future no matter, I see that. You've got strong endings and transitions that lead you to more committed energy. You've got some kind of change that's very strong here. You could even have, again, I feel like fire energy is activating something for a lot of you. Could even be Sagittarius season. It's activating change. A lot of you have been single in the past as well, where it's like, for example, let's say you were single for a while and then you got back into dating and like you had to get through all those fantasy overlay moments from being alone for a while, and now you're getting more into the real deal of like, oh, that's not worth it, or that is. Again, I feel like we're just going to go into a whole different realm with love. You're going to a new place with love. It's really what it feels like. All right. Well, I don't know if this actually helped you or if it confused you more, but let's see if there's any last messages to try to clarify any of this with love or help you sort it out in any way. Please and thank you. Any guidance, advice, or direction with love. Right now, your main focus of anything else is shadow work, balance, and integration, okay? When fears, anxieties, shadows come up, it is not a time to avoid them in any way, shape, or form. They will make you sick and they will hunt you down if you avoid them. You need to deal and face. At the least, listen and give it your attention enough that you sit with yourself with presence. Maybe even ask yourself what you need, what is happening. This is very important. And because we see everything, all your movement and success and victory and the new realm of love focused on balance and integration, that's also another reason why it's so important. Any last clarity, guidance, advice with love here, please and thank you? New. Close the door on everything old and go into the new. It will be worth it. Seriously, it will be worth it. All that was so confusing because it's just, yeah. Your intuition already knows what to do. It's already telling you this. It already is here for a reason. This long, it knows. It sees. It's here for the healing, for the integration. Once you integrate, start something new. New. See that door closed behind her? She's even could be moving, even overseas, or a different country, or traveling, a world traveler. Doesn't have to be the case, but this is new, okay? And look at her spear is sharpened, but it also supports her. She's wearing her heart here. She's comfortable as well with herself. She's comfortable in her body. She's comfortable with who she is, with what she has. She's reinvented, redeveloped herself. She knows what's up. She's excited, ready to adventure, and also knows how to protect herself. You know, it's this energy. Move into something new, you guys. I think you got to do what you're going to do. But I think it's time for clarity. Coming out of all this confusing stuff and people and whatever into something that is truly new. It's not the message we might want to hear, but it is the one that's needed. Anything else about you coming into something new? Any other advice? Balance. Again, Archangel Michael energy. Get balanced. Balance the little things and the big things will balance too. The breathing. your life, your health, your well-being, you know, phone time with nature time, whatever. Like, balance these things. You can even call on Archangel Michael for this. Be in your truth and your authenticity as well. Balance. Look at this. All of this is balance. Moving away from emotional discord. You know, moving away from fantasies people want to feed you that are not actually fulfilling. It's the same confusing stuff. It hurts and it's like going into the shadow in some ways, but you're moving into balance. And then you attract balance. This is material and spiritual prosperity here as well. It's both. And look at how like glorious that is, achieved, how real that is. What an upgrade that is. This is going to bring you much more satisfaction. It's too many. Much more satisfaction. Don't let anybody talk you out of what you know is true for you. It's almost like it's time to really resist temptation here. And to trust and believe in yourself. In your own integration and balance process. Doesn't mean you have to stop talking to everybody altogether. But new energy, what feels like deep down a relief for you to close the door on, you know? Empress energy. I feel like we need to read that really fast and then we'll close. Fertility. Through this card, the manifestation of growth is on the horizon. You are the creator, and the seeds that have been planted in the past, whether they were happiness, comfort, abundance, prosperity, family, children, ideas, or even thoughts, are now ready to give birth into your world. Be patient as you watch your seeds take root and grow. Nurture them as they become strong and healthy. This is page 31 as well. Open yourself to the life force of the universe. This card also represents femininity and Mother Earth, who is calling to you. The arms of her beauty are reaching out. She wants to embrace you on her seashores, mountains, forests, and gardens. Go to her and meet her halfway. Acknowledge that the same energy that makes up the heavens, earth, plants, animals, and mineral kingdom is also part of you. Start nurturing yourself and infuse your soul with love and compassion. Soon, others will see and feel your devotion. It's like devoting yourself to you, and I can feel this satisfaction, this hunger to nourish yourself, to maybe it is to go travel, be with yourself, or somehow do something where you are more connecting, you know, connected in. But it's like putting yourself first in that balanced energy. It attracts in all that you need. And when you keep entertaining these old energies outside of yourself and not giving to you, it just doesn't work. As you interact with others around you now, or even if you're in the midst of solving a problem, use gentle care and kindness as you handle such situations. Like, treat others like you would want to be treated type energy. This isn't a time for you to be inconsiderate, possessive, domineering, forceful, or pushy. Act from the loving space of your heart center. The benevolent energy that resides here will assist you in making sacrifices in order to care for and help others as well as yourself. You have more to give when you give to yourself. Remember that too. I feel like that's something worth saying, okay? I feel like it's also resisting the temptation of giving others the power over your heart, like in a way where they hold access to something. Like, you hold access first, you know? And if you need to create clear boundaries and look out for yourself, do that. This is really what it comes down to, is self-care, nourishing and nourishment and good boundaries, good balance here. And that attracts everything else in. Also, prioritize your intuition about people right now and lovers over your logic. Truly. Prioritize your intuition. Your intuition knows. Your intuition really also is residing pretty strongly in your heart and your stomach. Okay? If you put your hand on your heart, stomach even, but especially on that heart area, you can find that you might get clearer feelings. You might not get logical answers, but you might get clearer feelings about what's going on. This also tells you that your intuition is trying to get your attention. So some of you, it could be trying to get your attention even through fear. Okay? You are getting real insights. Synchronicities and coincidences also can be aligned to what your intuition is trying to tell you, especially if you're hearing things repeated. But they're really trying to get you to pause, be open, and pay attention. Not to seek the answers from them, but to stop what you're doing in a sense and go inside and try to listen in those moments of what's going on within. This is like turn inward, where you will find the solutions and valuable insights that are waiting to assist you. When you learn to use and trust your intuition, you'll begin to have a sense of not only the right timing, but you'll also begin to perceive people and situations with a deeper and more discerning eye. You'll not only observe beneath and beyond what's actually in front of you, you will see the real deal. And the more we're willing to look at our own truths and what is speaking to us, what is calling to us, the easier it is to see other truths outside of ourselves in the world and in people that we're dealing with. I don't know if it's necessarily wrong to entertain like lust or something as well, but I do think that letting it trap you or hold you down or making more of it than it is can be not helpful for you at this time. If it's really distracting, it's like, exploring this. You are making a lot of progress. I do feel like your judgment's more sound. And I do feel like you have attracted better energies in a way recently that aren't so on that deceptive one-sided energy of things. And I don't even want to say like they're not it. I feel like when you are in your balance and in this self-nurturing energy and this listening and honoring the intuition and doing what you need to do, maybe you do take a spiritual trip or connect to the nature or something, but when you get into that energy, I feel like it's not about who. I know it feels like it is about who, but it's not. The right energy will align to that. If somebody in your life can be there with this and ride with you and also get into that or take that, then maybe they're perfect, but if you're not able to get into this with them present, then they might not be right. So definitely closing the door on old and moving into that new. Let me also look at what that one says here, the Fool. Yeah, this is telling you about taking the all-important first step, because that's what every new journey begins with. It's time for you to take a brave leap of faith, okay? But to be prepared as you do so. See how prepared she is? We talked about that. This says a new great adventure is awaiting you, and it usually shows up when there's a significant inner change happening within you, which there is strongly. We've had the Death card a lot in this reading. By selecting this, it's a sign that those important choices are needed and are about to be made and should be carefully pondered as you proceed with wisdom, thought, and care. Life is constantly trying to nudge and move you forward. And you guys remember, like, this is helping and it's guiding you, but the answers are genuinely within you. If you take the time to listen, the answers will come. And sometimes the answer is just wait, or things aren't clear right now, or you're in a process where it's supposed to be confusing, but it still is an answer. But they are from within you. You can only gather so much information for your mind to digest externally before you have to go within. So hopefully this can activate that desire. It says at times it can be daunting when you're faced with new adventure or direction. Therefore, it calls for inner belief and courage as you take that leap of faith and step into the unknown. During this time, don't be alarmed if you feel lost or even confused. There it is. Most people are afraid of change and play it safe by staying where they are. Know that through inner guidance, wisdom, and a belief in yourself, and by tapping into these tools, you'll be propelled forward on a positive, life-changing path. Don't conform to what society or other individuals expect from you at this time. It's your own adventure. During this time, be like an innocent child with fresh eyes and give yourself permission to live, play, love, and above all, laugh. Okay, so that's like lightening up the energy as well. Because it does feel like it's like a bit heavy with all the confusion of this, what do I do, all the mental food. So it's like bringing it back down into the heart. You know, really, really honoring yourself, no matter who you're dealing with, what choice you make, who you connect to or reconnect to, honoring what's in your heart and your feeling and knowing that, getting into tune with that. And if you're not in tune with that, or if somebody's in your life feels like you're getting, you know, it's like taking away from you being able to be in tune with yourself, there needs to be more boundaries, or you need to draw boundaries between you and, you know, yourself and what stands your ground here, what you need to do. So, all right, that's what we have for you. You guys can always email frequencyoftheheart@gmail.com for personal reading inquiries. That information is also below. Much love always, and good luck.